Welcome to this shortwave radio channel. And once again, we are now still looking at this famous Tecsun PL 990X. And what we are looking at here is what's wrong with it. What, if any, thing is a downside to this radio. Kind of a bummer. Well, the first that we'll go through is one that I would have used quite a lot, actually. And I find it sad that they didn't do it. Since it has an SD card, micro SD card reading capability, and does come with 16 gigabyte card, why doesn't it record? That is a bummer because I think a lot of us would have enjoyed recording on SD card everything that we listen to. It would have been an amazing feature. It would, if I have one thing to say, that it would push it in the category of a lot of people want it versus now maybe not that many people want it. It's that capability. I'm pretty sure that if this would have been sold as a recorder for shortwave signals also, or anything radio that you're listening to, it would have been a huge winner. It would have become one of the favorite portables out there, I'm pretty sure. Too bad for Tecsun not thinking that that would have been useful. I don't know what happened in the design process that they didn't think about the fact that recording audio would have been nice. But one thing for sure, it is a big downturn for a lot of people that this does not record on SD. And I, for one, would have enjoyed that too. What else is negative about this? The synchronous detection is crappy. There's a simple way to say it. It's crappy and it doesn't work well. Unlocks all the time. And it is pretty much a useless feature. So I saw somebody send me a comment saying it works great and better than the 880. No, it doesn't. It's crappy. It might be better than the 880. If it is, wow, the 880 is crappy as hell on sync detection. I can tell you that. This sync detection is crappy, and that's the only thing I can say about it. And I will not even try to sugarcoat it, try to convince myself that no, it's better because it's 235 bucks. No, it's crappy. Let's just say it as it is, crappy. You know, I like to say things as they are because it'll make a difference. Some of you will want to buy it or not, thanks to what I say. You know, I don't like having to say it's good just because I paid, I paid a high amount of money for this. Sync detection doesn't work well. It's crappy. Forget about it. That's it. A lot of people are under the impression that single sideband isn't good because of the AGC, and one of the videos I posted maybe was sounding negative about that. Here's the thing. Single sideband tuning is amazing on this thing. The negative side of single sideband is it would have been nice if they added one feature, which would have been maybe just a switch between a fast and a slower AGC, or automatic gain control. What's AGC? So the automatic gain control is there to kind of level the audio of your radio while signals are stronger, weaker, or they fade in and out. In single sideband, usually we want to have a slope that goes down slowly because it's unlike AM signals that fade in and out, which actually have a time frame of in and out that the radio can adjust to. Single sideband is more of an on-off thing. When you talk, there's a signal. When you stop talking, there's no signal. It drops to zero. So having a smooth AGC helps in kind of smoothing out that. Now that said, it is harsh on strong signals. So when you have very strong single sideband signals, yeah, kind of a little hard on the ears because of that. But only when they're very strong, because if you have weaker signals or average signals on the amateur bands, for example, if you're listening to single sideband that's down kind of in the noise a little bit, there it's fine. It works great, and for weaker signals, it sounds perfect. It doesn't need adjustment on weaker signals, even up to about medium type signals if you want. It's really when the single sideband signals are very strong that the AGC kind of punches through and makes it a little annoying. That said, because people are like, oh, well, you know, it's like my radio's better then. No, all portables are crappy at that. Okay, I have no portables here that are good on SSB with strong signals. The AGC on every portable is crappy. So when somebody comes up to me and says, oh, well, you know, that means that my radio's better because it doesn't sound... No, every radio I've heard, and even radios I don't own that I've listened to single sideband through YouTube videos, I see that punching is there on every single radio. So don't come back to me and say, well, you know, I don't have that problem on my radio. Yes, you do. It's on the strong signals only, and every portable is at pretty much the same level on that. You know, it's a higher end desktop thing to have several AGC positionings. But like I said, don't go overly crazy because the single sideband on this isn't worse than any other radio. It's actually better thanks to the fine tuning that is much more precise. It is actually better in so many ways that, you know, even though it punches through on strong signals, when you get weaker signals, it sounds perfect. It's easy to listen to. The audio quality of the speaker makes it easier for that also on weaker signals. So it's actually fine. It's just, it would have been kind of nice to have, you know, maybe I'm asking a lot. Would have been nice to have maybe a slope that is a little is a little better. But that said, I listen to tons of things in the single sideband when this works. It works great. It's really on the very strong signals that it may be a little tiresome, and that's it. So that's kind of a negative point on this radio here. Apart from that, what would I have to say that is negative on it? They could have made it a little clearer on how to calibrate a radio, because that is not well explained. And the procedure that you have for calibrating is no good. You have to follow the one on my video, because the one they give in the instructions doesn't work. The one I have works. It's different from what they actually explain. That's for sure. So that's kind of the negative sides of this radio. For the rest, I tell you guys, this is one of my favorite portables now. And you're going to see a lot of videos because I really love this radio. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.